Now that we're done with October, we can go back to some Indiana Jones and continue with the next Bantam book, Indiana Jones and the Hollow Earth by Max McCoy. This takes place in 34 and deals with more Crystal Skull action. Indy's trying to break the curse of that he has from the Crystal Skull from back in the Philosopher's Stone book, but also he's going up against the Nazis to find the Hollow Earth. Basically, it's like a Norse thing about Valhalla. And I say it's basically that because that's only half the book. This book is really, for a while, focused on the Crystal Skull, and that's really Indy's motivation until his beloved Alicia from Philosopher's Stone in the beginning of Dinosaur Eggs has been forced to join the SS, and he has to stop them. There's a little bit in the beginning with this old man that comes and tells him about the Hollow Earth up at the North Pole, and Indy's pretty skeptical, but the Third Reich is after him, and they've sent special SS soldiers to, well, they basically ran this guy over, and he just dies at Indy's house, and Indy's on a quest to find the Hollow Earth, but it just feels secondary because it's a very weird book. It's very weirdly structured and is a significant step down from the previous two Max McCoy books. Is it bad? No, but it's just like, what's the point of this book? Is it Indy finding the Crystal Skull, or is it Indy finding the Hollow Earth with Ola, this woman from, I think, the Netherlands, who's a spelunker, and a couple other characters. We get some plane action like from the Martin Caidin books, but at least this is written well and it's fine. But it's just a peculiar read, and as I was reading through this, I'm like, there's some great stuff in here, but it's just all over the place. Like, there's a sequence where Indy and Belloc have a duel, like a pistol duel. That's awesome. But there's just too many ideas thrown into this book, and it's kind of just a hodgepodge that kind of ends all the plots. Sort of. I mean, the next book it's going to deal more Crystal Skull stuff, but like it's weird. There's also a character death that was truly shocking, which I think is supposed to signify Indy's character change to him being a little more cold in Temple of Doom. I think that's the point of it. I'm not going to say who's killed, but you could probably guess. But anyway, what would I rank this? It's a 4 out of 5. And it's barely a 4 out of 5. Because it's just such a mess. Like I said, some really great ideas in here, but it's not executed well. It's, for Max McCoy, this is the longest of his books, and it feels long at times. Like, he just put too many things in this. I don't know if he thought maybe this was his final book and it turned out it wasn't, or he just knew that Secret of the Sphinx, the next book, would be his last book, and for that matter, the last Indiana Jones prequel novel. I don't know. It's just rather peculiar. At this point in time, Lucasfilm was really done with Indiana Jones, and the focus had turned pretty much entirely to Star Wars and the prequels, because this came out in 97. So this is the same year as Shadows of the Empire. Phantom Menace is in full swing of production at this point. So like it makes sense that we were leaving the Indiana Jones stuff, which is sad to me, But it makes sense because especially with like the Dark Horse stuff in the mid '90s, and being kind of more misses than hits, and Young Indiana Jones being canceled early on in the decade, there really wasn't anything going for them other than the Infernal Machine for N64 and PC. That was really it in these books. And I don't know, until recently, I don't know anyone who read the Max McCoy books back in the day. It's a shame, but I don't know who read these. I know people that read the first couple books by Rob McGregor, but I don't know anyone who read past like Genesis Deluge. You know, I don't know, but it's kind of peculiar how Indiana Jones just really Lucas wanted this to be the next Star Wars, and it never came to fruition. It's a shame because it has a lot of the care, especially at this time, with continuity, which would end up becoming a problem in the 2000s. But we'll get to that when we get to that with some things. We've already talked a little bit about it. And not making a whole lot of sense with like the Belloc introduction. Max McCoy's books contradicts later comics and George's ideas for Young Indiana Jones that never were aired or even filmed for that matter. So I don't know. Anyway, I do recommend this one, but I mean, just so you know, where the previous two were hits of these Max McCoy Indiana Jones books, this one's kind of a bunt. Like it hits, I guess, but it's not a home run. So anyway, have a nice day.